All of our current cameras, except the Atik one, come with Desiccant tablets inside, just to stop any moisture forming inside the chamber. You might find that once you've had your camera for a couple of years that these need recharging. You'll know if they do because you'll actually start to see some moisture forming in your images. Now, sometimes this just looks like ice crystals, or sometimes it can be really nondescript. But if you even think that's what it is, it's really worth doing this because it can't do any harm, and if it is moisture, this will solve the problem. If you've had your camera for a long time and it's an older model, you might find that the desiccant port is actually inside. If that's the case, just send us an email on support@atik-cameras.com and we'll be able to talk you through it. But if your camera has a port on the outside, like this, it's really easy to do. All you need is your camera, a flathead screwdriver, and you will have been supplied with one of these little tools, which is just to avoid burring the slot on the port cover when you open it. So just place that on there, which is easier said than done sometimes, and then you can unscrew the cover. You'll either find 1, 2 or 3 tablets inside, depending on your model, so don't worry, you'll have the right number for your camera. So we can just take the tool off. This is the port cover itself, and then inside we just have the tablet. There's just one in this camera. I think there's just one in most of the 4 series. Once you're at this point, leave the port cover off and just put your camera like this somewhere warm and dry and leave it like that for at least 24 hours. That's just so any remaining moisture can be dried out of the camera. While that's drying out, you can recharge your desiccant. All you have to do is pop it in a baking tray, put it in the oven, 200 degrees for an hour, and that will do it. Obviously it will be really hot when it comes out, so don't touch it, just let it cool down. Once it's down to room temperature and this has had adequate time to dry out, you're ready to put it all back together. Once it's back inside the camera, we do say to leave it for another 24 hours. So give it a day or so and you're ready to get back imaging.